Hello, Sarah Uber here again. It's good to have you back. Yesterday we spoke about ClickMagick and I hope you enjoyed your tour there. Today we're going to speak about domains. You would have seen yesterday in ClickMagick that you also there need a domain. So when we now talking about domain names, you have to think about two names that you're going to choose. The one is going to be obviously for your website, and the other one I will explain later is for ClickMagick. Technically, you can really use one name, but it is going to cause some trouble down the line. So rather from the point A, just use two. It's not so expensive. Most domain names cost about $8, so it's really not breaking the bank. You're not going to host it, you're going to redirect it to ClickMagick, so there's no extra cost there. The other one will be for your webpage. Now, obviously, there you're going to go and build a webpage and host it and write your blogs and update it constantly, please. Now, if you do that, it is very important to make sure it looks professional. It doesn't look like somebody is trying something. The route that I followed is to go with eStage because it's designed for an internet marketers selling other people's stuff, although you can sell your own stuff there as well. But you don't have to worry about where must the backlinks coming in, encoding, whatever. All you basically do is copy and drop it in and paste. Very, very easy. No, you don't need to be a technical guy at all. And then you know it is up to standard because they update it also constantly. But we're not talking about that now. Let's get back to the domain names. Domain names is going to be very important because that's like a quick business card. If somebody asks you, what do you do? How do you explain it? You don't want now to go into a long story while you're at the dinner table. You just want to say, go and look at my website. Now, what's the website name? If it is something complicated and long, they're not going to remember it. So mine is, for instance, e-sales solutions with Sarah. Now, anybody can remember that. It's really very simple. And they will remember it because my name is Sarah. Make it personal because people like to deal with people. It's your home on the internet. So incorporate your name in a way with it. Ask Sarah anything. Whatever is your line of business, if you're in coaching or whatever. Oh, and don't make it too long because people are very lazy to type. Mine is a bit long, but sarahubert.com was already taken, so I had to do an alternative one. And if you cannot just get your name, add something that tell people exactly what you do. And don't go for all kinds of funny stuff at the end. Try to go for com or something general because there's a lot of email problems if you are on funny sites. I had one for a business before was .boutique. It doesn't always deliver. So you don't want that because you're going to link your email address to that as well. If you use the autoresponder that we spoke to in the beginning, you must have a private email address. And that email address is going to be linked to your web page. So the web page, like I said, mine is esaleswithsarah.com. So my email is sarah@esaleswithsarah.com. So it's very important that it's not too long. Mine is on the long side, but being as it may. Okay, and then let's get back to ClickMagick. I made a little bit of a mess up there because I get confused quite easily. So I just registered Track Sarah so that I know that is my tracking email. But now, when people get my link, it always says Track Sarah, and that's quite stupid. Okay, so rather use something Ask Sarah or Learn with Sarah or Training with Sarah, or something more sensible, because it's always going to be that link and a slash and the name to tell you what you create. Say we do now ClickMagick, okay? So it will be www.tracksarah.com/, and if I chose now, it would say ClickMagick. But you can just put a number, whatever, but it won't make sense. Because if you give somebody a link, they want to know where they go. So make it simple for them so they know exactly where they are and where they're going to. People like that. And if they're like me, when they get confused, they just leave everything alone. Okay, so use a reference at the end that will tell the client exactly where they're going. Also remember, you can only use a link name at the end once. You must be creative if you're going to have a link for YouTube and a link for your website and a link for this one and that one, that you must just play a little bit with it. Keep your domain name short. Let's just round up because I don't want to take ages here. You must keep your domain name short and keep it personal. And remember, you need two. So from the beginning by two, the one is just going to be redirected and the one is going to go to the web page. As far as hosting is concerned, I'm going to cover it now as well. I use Bluehost because I know it's very compatible with eStage. I had another host first and there was all kinds of technical trouble, and I just decided in the end it's much easier just to go to Bluehost. They're very, very easy to use. eStage, just plug in there and it goes over away. You don't have to set up WordPress or whatever. It's all done there. And you get your SLL, your certificate for free, your security certificate for free. So that's a big bonus because normally you must pay for that. Okay, and and the hosting is really cheap, really, really cheap. Okay, that's going to be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow again.